Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another rig walk around of my 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon with the Eco Diesel. I bought this back in November of last year as a late 2022 model. November of last year in 2021 as a 2022 model. I picked it up mid-February. I think it was second week of February I picked it up. That's how long it took for it to build. I did load it out. You can go back and look at my videos. I have, of where I built it out and what I picked and why. But this is as of June 2022. This is the current loadout. Pretty much dialed in. I got a trip coming up to Moab, Utah. So I wanted to get this in before I went up there and tore it up. So, what changed from last time? Well, let's start from the beginning. Starting from the front, we ordered it with the LED package. The LED package gives you the really nice halo, the LED headlights, fog lights, turn signals, LED tail lights. Definitely worth the option on that. We also ordered it with the factory trail camera. It has a wiper sprayer in it. So that wiper sprayer, you can press a button on the screen and it cleans the camera lens. So if you order a Rubicon, you automatically get the metal sliders on it, which are nice. And you also get a metal bumper. However, unless you get the front metal bumper package, they just give you a plastic bumper, which is stupid. I didn't order it with the metal bumper, but I got one at the dealership that was a takeoff. So this is the Mopar metal bumper. I have a winch on it. So this is a Smitty built 3rd gen 12,000 pound winch. I do have a Factor 55 Ultra hook and the fair lead and the rope guard on it. And already the LED on this went out. It's on back order. The winch still works, but this is just removable. You can unbolt this and it literally just plugs in with a connector on there. So before this, I had a Smitty built 12K winch, but the 2nd gen. And I think so far that's the better buy. Per dollar wise, that is the better buy. But this one does come with a wireless remote controller that's also a flashlight and has a magnet on it. So this one had more features. It's a X2O or H2O, yeah, X2O. So it is waterproof. So to install this, I have an install video, but to install this, I needed the ATP winch plate that mounts behind this. So the winch mounts the winch plate and then the bumper goes on. So definitely lots of room back there. I have Baja Designs. These are the Squadron Sport. I got those ones thanks to Satish. But I do have Baja Designs Squadron Sport Ambers. I love the amber light. And that's wired into my auxiliary option that I have on the dash. Coming around here. So I'm on the factory mud tires still. These are Falcon Wild Peaks mud terrains. They are 285/70/17, which is roughly a 33-inch tire, which is the factory Rubicon. Now the Rubicon suspension, these Fox shocks have been replaced with the updated ones from Jeep. There's a service bulletin on these. So these are the updated shocks because it used to bottom out a lot going over bumps and stuff at any kind of speed. It would bottom out. So they did give you 4 more heavy duty, I guess, Fox shocks, and you got a new bump stop. A new bump stop was pressed into there. I do have the TerraFlex leveling kit on this. So it includes a bump stop razor and a spacer under here. So mine does sit a little bit more level in the front because of that. And that's pretty much it for the suspension. I do want to get the AEV heavy duty one because the suspension is still not great for overlanding. All this weight I have on there, I'll go over the rear in a second because I did do some modification to the rear suspension. But as you can see, it does sit. I have this loaded down right now too. I have a rooftop tent, I got a fridge back there, I have all my camping stuff ready to go, and I'm about level. I think I'm a ½ inch taller in the back still. Anyway, I want the AEV one because it includes the front heavier duty coils, the rear heavy duty coils. You get 3 inches of lift and you get the longer shocks. So I believe that with, I'm gonna probably go with 35-inch tires. I like the 37s, but I think 35 is just like a good balance in between overlanding and having the clearance for off-roading with not being, you know, so top heavy. We have an antenna replacement because I didn't like that long one. We do have another set of Baja Designs ditch lights, which technically need to be aimed out, right? So I just like them like this. I used to rip on people who had their ditch lights straight forward. I kind of like the way it reflects off the hood, so I could always move them. This is the front runner roof rack, right? So this is the roof rack off my Tundra. I did have to get the adapter, the front A-pillar adapter and the middle adapter, which it does drill through the hardtop right here. It drills through the hardtop and actually mounts to the roll bar. So it is very strong. Still allows it, you can still remove your freedom tops with this design. They just come up, slide out, and this way. So you can still take the roof top, the freedom tops off. The only downside is a snorkel issue. This is an eco diesel, so obviously the diesel, the intake's on the other side, so the snorkels won't work. But if they did release a snorkel for the other side, I'm sure this would interfere. Hawk makes a snorkel that comes up through here. It kind of sits like a stack, which is the one I'm getting. Coming back around here on the other side, pretty much the same. On this side, I do have the GMRS Ghost antenna. This is a 50 decibel gain, I believe. And right here is my XM antenna. I did move the XM antenna. I do have a write-up on that, as well as this on my YouTube page, because the factory XM radio sits above the sound bar, and with the roof rack, I was getting interference, so I moved it over here. Coming around the side here, up high, this is a new thing. This is a kick-ass door shower slash shitter slash changing room. So it unzips, it folds out on both sides, and it gives you a room that's pretty wide. It gives you a room to change or to set up your toilet and, you know, use the bathroom. It's good for the girls who are, you know, going to the bathroom on the trail. Want to take a shower, you can take a shower in it. If you need to change, you have privacy at a campground. Up here I have a Plano box, and I have just nothing but recovery stuff in there. Quick recovery stuff like a snatch block, some soft shackles, a kinetic recovery rope, because sometimes you can't open up your doors or your tailgate to get to your recovery stuff, so it's easier to have that lightweight stuff already up on the hood. Coming down here, I have these doorknob covers. I'll put a link in the description. So it covers up the keyhole, getting dirt in there, and it has this cool little Jeep tire tread in there. I do have a YouTube install of this. This is a WaterPORT diesel. It is 2 gallons of diesel, and I wanted it right next to there. But as I noted in my last one, it's better if you put this on the front door. If you open this like that, and then you go to open this, there's kind of a sweet spot. Okay, so with the door open all the way, you can't get the door open. So with the kids, but it's not hitting the door at all. It's very secure. I like it. I just wanted one extra one because eventually we're gonna do the diff delete, and then that will give me 5 gallons in my def tank that I could add into the main tank by pressing a button. So 5 gallons, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 100 miles. So that's definitely very cool. We got a little Overland bound membership number there. On this side, I got an ARB touring awning. This comes all the way out. I do have the screened in / tent room that attaches to it. I also have a sunshade block for it as the sun comes out. Up here we have another plano box, a long one, and I keep all the tent stuff. I got the kids' sleeping bags in there. I got some pillows in there. I got a fan and all that stuff. Basically everything that I need when I'm in the tent, I have in there. So when the tent's up, I can open the window and just grab all the stuff out of there. So it kind of keeps things out, you know, of the way down here for up here. Coming around on this side, we have an alu cab. I have an alu cab topper. And sitting on top of the alu cab topper, I have alu cab crossbars that are flush mounted. And that's how I have the tent mounted on there. This is an Alpha rooftop tent, the 3-person one. And coming down into here, as you can see, this opens up pretty much all the way without touching the top. We have a light on here. We have access to the chainsaw. This is the shade awning for the awning, so I can put shade up. I do have my DeWalt impact tool to get lug nuts off, a jack, tire repair, torque wrench, basically some of the quick tool stuff that I use on the trail to swap out a tire really quick. I do have the shower head, which reaches all the way up to the thing to take a shower. And then this isn't the toilet. So, and then I have 4 alu cab boxes back here that I have labeled with stuff that they slide out either through this side or the other side. And they sit on top of this rack here. This is called the ammo slide. Yeah, the ammo slide. And there's room underneath here. So under here, I can pump that up. That gives me pressure for my water thing to wash the kids' hands up, fill the dog thing bowl up with water. You can take a shower off of that. But basically you pump that up and it creates pressure. I could also hook it up to the air hose and it fits there. And then of course, you know, it comes up here. But that bag down there is the room for the awning. And above that, I got a cot because I was planning this trip to Moab and I was gonna have my buddy sleep in there, but I don't know if he's coming. So I gotta go through this. That's pretty much it through right here. So I have this shaker thing right here, which allows you to siphon fuel. I have a fire extinguisher that's accessible from the other side. This is a rope for rappelling, because sometimes you want to get down to that waterfall and you need a rope. Not to really rappel off of, but to help you back up. Back here I have an NBX trail geared GARB. It carries 2 large garbage bags on the inside, one for recycling, one for trash. I pretty much use both for trash. Right here I have a 4122 Hitch Slide, which is well used, if you can see the bottom of that. It also has a recovery point off of it. Put my Jeep badges along the bottom here. I'm missing one from Tennessee, but whatever. In the back here, this folds up and I do have trash in there, and then I do have my tent stakes in there. I do have bathroom wipes, toilet paper, you know, some stuff like that right there. And that's just, you know, garbage bags, easyable access right here. So this is really nice. Opening up the back, I have 2 trailing lights for dust, so people behind me could see me on the dusty roads. They call them trailing lights. They're amber, easy to see. Opening up the back here, as you can see, the Rubicon tailgate has a automatically hydraulic letdown, and the way I have the GARB set up, it comes down with it, so I can still utilize it. I have an ARB dual compressor back there with the air tank, and we'll show you that on the other side. Fire extinguisher, paper towels, first aid kit, hand sanitizer, soap to wash up. Up here, I have my my propane fire pit right there, strapped to the top. I have all my meds, toiletries, wipes, sunscreen, bug spray, some camp chairs, This box, I keep all the clothes and clean clothes. This was set up originally for bringing the whole family, so I don't know how I'm gonna redo this. I do have a fridge here on a slide, so my refrigerator slides out. This is a Iceco. I believe this is the 65 VL60 Pro, I believe. It opens up from both sides. Nothing really to see in here. I don't have it on while I'm not using it. But I do have bags that are Velcro to the top here with just salt and pepper, sporks, knife, plastic silverware, straws, lighters, zip lube, zippers. This is nice for taking a shower. You can stand on it or change on it. So that goes over there with the kick-ass shower room. That's pretty much it for back here. Alucab's nice. Every door they got a light, so I got a light up here and everything, so it lights up at night. Ugh. Still plenty of room in there. Coming along the side here, nothing else special in the back. Coming along the side, this is kind of the power center room. I have a Norco jumper. If I ever kill a battery, I could jump it off with this. This is a small one for the tent. Jackery 300. I'm probably going to get 1,000 or 1,500 to fit in here because this doesn't do it for what I need it. This could hold the fridge overnight, but that's about it. I don't think it'll hold it during the day. So power wires and all that to charge stuff. So while we're traveling from one campsite to the next, I could throw a fan or something in here and charge it. On my Tundra, the vehicle before this, I had a dual battery setup, which worked really nice too. But I like the portability of the Jackery, so I'm sticking with that. So this Jackery, I ordered this Gladiator with the rear inverter. So it has a plug-in inverter. So I have the Jackery plugged into the inverter. So the inverter charges the Jackery at a high rate of speed while I'm driving, and then the fridge is plugged into the Jackery, so it kind of just trickles into each other. So it works. This button right here turns on my ARB dual compressor, and all the wires for it run up through right here, so I can grab this out, air up tires, blow up air mattresses, pressurize the water tank. I could access these right here. Down here I have tools and stuff. Obviously there's 4 of these ammo boxes that fit up here. I still got room up top. I have 2 camp tables that fit back here that I can pull out through here. Overall, I love this setup. I just need a bigger Jackery. I obviously need the lift and obviously bigger tires, but all that comes in time. You know, we're already all this money into this. The tent opens up this way. It comes out and folds out flat into a king-size bed. Lots of room. This is the WeBoost cell phone booster. This reclines all the way up. When I have it on, it does work even when it's down like this. I just have to turn it on with one of my aux switches. And then I have a Crazy Beaver shovel. All of these are mounted on with front runner accessories. All this is front runner. I do have action tracks. These are the studded ones, the metal studded ones. I have 4 of them that mount up here via front runner. Coming to the inside, I have screens right here that go over the whole door, so you can roll the window down and have a screened in experience for, you know, at night for the dog. I have a trash, 1 kid seat, binoculars I store back here, center divider. We're trying that out because the kids need more room for their crap. I do have an attic up here and put like pillows and coats and stuff up there. It's kind of uncomfortable for an adult, but the kids are fine. They love it. I have a little storage on that side. This option does have a power outlet down here and 2 USB and USB-C stuff. Coming over on the passenger side, I'll go everything over on the driver's side. Nothing really to see here. Yeah, but plans. I need a bigger Jackery. I want to go 35-inch with the AEV rims to kind of give you that offset to be more stable. And I do need the AEV suspension. I'm just a big fan of that. Dan Grech from his YouTube, He has that suspension, and he sold me on that. So let's go sit on the passenger side. I do have my gloves. Okay, well, the phone got too hot and shut off because it is like 102 degrees outside today, South Carolina heat. So I went inside and turned the AC on and let it cool off the phone. It is hot out there, guys. Anyway, we're inside the cabin here, and I know you can't hear me because the fan speed, so I'll turn it down a little bit. Anyway, we're inside the cabin here. We have a Pro Clip phone mount that I keep my phone in, and this is Apple Play compatible, but I don't have it set up to the Apple CarPlay because I'm not a fan of Apple CarPlay. I like having multiple monitors and multiple systems running. So I do have a Pro Clip here. This is mounted to the vent via an off-roam mount right there, which I was not a very big fan of clipping something to the vent like that, but it is rock solid. I trust it 100%. It is a great product off-roam. My phone sits there. Coming over here, I have a tablet, an Apple iPad Pro tablet that sits here, and then my Garmin InReach satellite communicator sits there. I do have a Midland radio with a magnetic mic mount on there, so that just sticks on there really well. I mean, like, you really got to pull this off, but I like it that way because the Tundra, it always would fall. So as you can see, I already have chargers here, and this here is a USB-C connector on the other side, which I have mounted under this plate right here as in another video. This mounts, so this charges really fast. It's USB-C. Same with this. I had to modify that connector. I had to modify everything to make that work, but it would literally charge your phone in like 15-20 minutes. The problem I had with keeping the iPad charged while using it all day, it couldn't keep up. So the USB-C keeps it up. Other modifications, I have a dash camera here, which I use for most of my trail recording. It runs all the time. If the car is running, that dash cam is running in a loop, and I can get normally 3-4 days out of a loop before it starts looping back over itself. So that's cool. Obviously this is a diesel, eco diesel, and I'm right at 7,333 miles. I already did one oil change at 5,000 miles. Probably gonna do my next oil change when I get back from Moab. So that's probably gonna put on another 5,000 miles. So about 7,000 miles on this. So I did change the oil with AMSOIL oil. So I know I'm good for it, but this heat, man, is killing me. I did label my auxiliary stuff. Front amber lights. This one's the rear amber lights, trailing lights. Aux 3 is the booster, and Aux 4 is the booster, Aux 3 is the ditch lights. Aux 4 is the ditch lights, 3 is the booster, yeah. I forget. Always record your max height, measure that, especially if you have a rooftop tent or something, because sometimes you're just driving down the road and you go through a tunnel or something like that, and don't say they warned you. Package I got comes with the remote door, garage door remote stuff. I have SOS, which it includes Wi-Fi. So the car has Wi-Fi. It has its own dedicated cell signal. Coming down here, I put this in, and I did change this. So I have a USB quick charge, a USB 3.0, and I got 2 USB-Cs. And I could turn it on, and even if the car is off, I could turn it on and off. So with it like that, I can keep it on at night and charge something overnight off the main batteries. Or if James is in here watching his, if we're going to go take a hike on a trail or something like that and the kids' iPads are dead, I can, plug them in, turn it on, and charge it while we're doing the hike. So when they get back, they're charged. And these cars have dual batteries, factory. One's a starting battery, and then one turns on when the car goes into its adventure mode, the auto idle shut off. So I have yet to kill this battery. I don't know. Some people have problems, some people don't. Anyway, continuing on. That's pretty much it. Rubicons, as you know, front locker, rear locker. Well, front rear locker, sway bar disconnect. Off-Road Plus, which is really cool because when you're 4 low and press that button, the throttle becomes super like slack as far as responsiveness. It allows you to crawl over stuff with easy on the gas pedal, and then you put it in off-road plus when you're in 4 high, and it turns the car into Baja mode. So definitely very cool Jeep. Press this button, turns the lockers off. Coming up here, this button right here, if you have a Rubicon or Jeep, play around with that. That is off-road cruise control. You press that, and it's basically crawl control for Jeeps. You press that, and it will get you unstuck. It's the unstuck button. But you have lockers, so you don't need that, right? As you can see on my other videos, I get stuck all the time. Recently, it's because I get high-centered. Midland's radio, so I have this wired up. So you press the button, turns on. This is hot at all times, so I can leave it on with the car off. Because I normally just leave it on, so if, you know, we're at camp and we're waiting on someone, I can still hear them, you know, with the car off. Glove box, nothing new there. I do have these pockets that sit on this that I keep hand sanitizer, cards, extra phone charger, some stuff in. That's pretty much it, guys. Leaving me questions if you have any other questions about any other of my modifications I've done to the Rubicon. This setup is pretty dialed in. I'm very happy with it. Obviously, you know, suspension is next. Tires are next once they wear out. And then I'm probably going to go bigger tires. And then the jackery situation, we got to look at that because it will hold the fridge overnight, but that's about it. If we were to stay somewhere kind of long, I would need to jump it off. But that's it. We're going to go head home. Later.